Happy birthday to you. And many more. We'll blow them out.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the end of September 2025, which means it is time for the September Extras. And this is going to be a relatively short video because most of September, as you know, was moving. It was moving and screaming internally, moving some more, packing, unpacking. It was just a lot of that. But there was a few other little things that I will mention. Starting with the fact that my dad had a birthday. He turned 67, and I just had a little clip that my mom had sent me, and I thought that was cute, so I would include that. We got to meet up briefly with Paul and Amy. They were in town for something else, so we just quickly met up to have some food. I don't have any video clips or even photos of that, but it happened. It's a thing that happened. You'll just have to take my word for it. Mal talked extensively about it on a breakfast stream, but Catherine Applegate, who you may know better as K.A. Applegate, who wrote the Animorphs series, was actually in Durham in September and did a book signing. So Mal and Haley, who are fans of Animorphs, went up there. Obviously, she's not doing Animorphs anymore. She's doing all sorts of other stuff, but she still got to go and get something signed and talk with her a little bit. And it's actually a really cool story. If you're interested in more of that story, I would urge you to watch the breakfast stream where Mal talked about it, because it's very cool and very heartfelt. Mal gets teary-eyed just talking about it. Also in September, Mal did a bike race, which we actually talked about a little bit on the vlog, and that was the farthest that she had ever ridden, which was very, very cool. But also, Chaz did another race, and this was a trail race, and he went 20 miles and came in 4th for that grouping. So there was a lot of different people doing a lot of different lengths, and he did the 20 miler and came in 4th for that, which was very, very cool. It was also a trail race, which means it's like there's terrain and there's elevation, and he said it was difficult, but he did that. He's continuing to run, and it's so cool to see him push himself. I think he's got yet another race coming up before the end of the year, and I think that one is actually a doozy. One interesting story from this month is that I needed to get some maintenance done on the car, just like regular upkeep, tire rotation, oil change. And whenever I went to the place, when I got there, I got out of the car, and I had a particular rep who was supposed to be helping me. And I waited not long, just like a minute or so, and someone came around and said, you know, who is it you're supposed to be seeing? And I said, oh, so-and-so. And they said, oh, well, I'll get a hold of him. So I waited another minute, and then someone else came by and was like, is your rep here? And I was like, oh, well, I talked to the other person. They said that he's going to be over here soon. And they're like, okay, well, I'll call him. And I was like, okay. And then I waited like another minute, and then the first person came back and was like, did that person ever come out? And I was like, no. They're like, well, I'll get you checked in. I was not waiting very long. I really want to stress this. All of this happened in a very short amount of time. But I guess that triggered in their brains that, like, this man had to wait. Oh, no. So they kept that in their minds. And then I waited. And I don't mind getting, like, maintenance stuff done on the car, because it gets me out of the house. And it lets me catch up on some other things. Like, it lets me catch up on emails or responding to comments or whatever. So I don't think it's a bad thing. It's fine. But at the end, it was time to go. I got the little message on my phone that's like, your car's done. And they couldn't find the guy again. And again, I understand that must be like weird and frustrating for them, but it really was only like a minute wait. So I didn't wait very long. They came out and they're like, hey, because you had to wait, and we really don't want people to wait, don't worry about it. Everything's on the house today. And they handed me the bill, and it says 0. And I was like, I appreciate it. You know, I'm not going to tell them no, but like, it was very unnecessary. And I just, I count it as a win. You take the W's where you can get them. On the one hand, I'm like, I could have definitely paid this, but do I Do I want to pay it if I don't have to? Like, no. Everything changes a little bit because now my brain is like, I have mortgage. So if I don't have to pay for the maintenance on the car one time, that's fine with me. And then the biggest news, which is happening at the end of the month, is moving out. We have moved out of the old place. Just recording a little clip here at our old house, which is completely empty. We're like leaving the keys and walking out the door. We already did our walkthrough. I was talking about it a little bit on a breakfast stream this morning, but I always recommend, if you are renting a place, to film everything when you first walk in the door and film everything when you leave. And bonus points for walking around and talking about things that you're seeing or noticing. So we did that, just finished up. We lived here for 2.5 years. It is weird to see it empty again. There were absolutely some good memories here, for sure, but also just some, all of the stuff related to us leaving is just really, it's a lot. So happy to have a place that's our own. It's just such an incredible feeling, but also like, what a weird final chapter in our renting history. Arguably the weirdest way it could have ended. I know at this particular moment I haven't even told the story yet, but I will soon. And it's so crazy. All right, goodbye, old house. We had some good times, but you will not be missed. And that's it. I told you it was going to be a short one. The main point of this video is to let you know that Extra Life is this weekend. I'm going to release this video to all of you on Friday, so I can just go ahead and tell you, Extra Life is tomorrow, Saturday, October 4th. If you're watching this Saturday, it's happening right now. It starts at noon Eastern on Saturday. This is the 14th year we've done it. Please head over to twitch.tv/StephenGeorge. I'm so excited to do this event again. I'm so excited to have my friends in town. We just always have so much fun, and it's for a good cause, raising money for my hometown children's hospital. Can't wait to see what kind of games get played. I'm expecting wild stuff as always. And yeah, that's it. I'm still a little crazy because, you know, we've been trying to get the house together, and we've been doing a really good job, but also we're not done. And as much as we wanted it to be like, oh no, everything's fine and normal, it's not. We just moved in, and we have to kind of accept that, like, we just moved in. Things are going to be a little wonky. Mal told me one of the things she wants me to do is put up a, speak of the devil, I hear her coming in, is put up a like curtain here to kind of block all this out for Extra Life. And that is something I'm going to be doing soon, so you won't be able to see all these boxes and stuff because there's just not enough time to deal with all that, so at least that'll be done. Anyway, that is it for September. Tune in for Extra Life this weekend, and good Lord, October is going to be so less stressful. I'm so excited I can taste it.